If you're thinking about buying a car, you might already be a step behind. A huge announcement just changed everything in the auto world, and it hit Tesla right where it hurts. Prices have dropped, expectations have shifted, and as soon as Elon Musk heard the news, you could see the shock set in. So what does this mean for your current car's value? Your next car loan? Or even your job if you're part of the auto industry? Because this wasn't just another product launch. This was a full-on statement of intent. And now, like it or not, you're in the middle of it. Elon Musk was blindsided, on camera. He didn't learn about Toyota's new electric vehicle the way most executives do. He found out with the rest of the world during a live Q&A at a tech event in Austin. A reporter casually mentioned that Toyota had just unveiled a fully electric Corolla priced under $30,000. Musk smirked, trying to play it cool. But in that moment, something in his expression shifted. He looked off camera, paused, and asked, "Wait, fully electric?" A Tesla aide handed him a phone. Musk glanced at it, and instantly, his body language changed. This wasn't just about a new EV, it was about a serious new competitor. The new Toyota Corolla EV wasn't just cheaper, it was actually good. A full-size sedan offering over 200 miles of range, a 14-inch touchscreen, and interior quality that rivaled cars twice its price. It didn't scream for attention. It quietly demanded respect, and it had Toyota's name on it, the most trusted automaker on the planet. In a single moment, the electric vehicle market shifted. Tesla's dominance no longer felt inevitable. As the clip of Musk's reaction went viral, the entire auto industry took notice. But inside Tesla, they were already scrambling. If this news surprised you, you're not alone. Tap that like button to help others stay informed. And tell us what you think. Is Toyota rescuing the EV future or taking it over? Toyota didn't stumble into this moment. They engineered it. While other automakers chased futuristic designs and unsustainable price points, Toyota took a different approach. They watched, waited, and planned. And when they moved, they did it with precision. The Corolla EV was never just another car. It was the launchpad for a new era. Toyota set out to create something electric, accessible, desirable, and ruthlessly affordable to produce. It started with the battery. Instead of traditional lithium-ion, Toyota chose lithium iron phosphate, LFP. These batteries are cheaper, safer, and more durable. They don't look flashy on a spec sheet, but in the real world, they win where it counts: cost, reliability, and lifespan. Then came the partnership. Toyota teamed up with GAC, one of China's most efficient EV manufacturers. This wasn't just outsourcing, it was strategic infiltration. Toyota gained access to a supply chain refined over decades to deliver high-speed, high-volume production. There were no grand announcements, just quiet, methodical perfectionism. Every part of the car, from bolts to circuits, was optimized for cost and scale without sacrificing dependability. And then came Toyota's final advantage: its manufacturing muscle. For decades, Toyota has led the world in lean production. Now, it turned that expertise toward EVs. The result? Not just a cheaper electric vehicle, but a category-defining one. A market disruptor, disguised as a family sedan. Behind the scenes, Musk wasn't laughing. The moment he left the stage, he didn't head for his car. He called Tesla's executive team. What followed, according to insiders, was a meltdown. "This is a disaster," Musk said. Tensions skyrocketed. Executives tried to reassure him, talking up Tesla's software, charging infrastructure, and brand loyalty. But Musk cut them off. "That doesn't matter," he snapped. "This changes everything." And he wasn't wrong. Tesla built its reputation on innovation, speed, and luxury appeal. But Toyota's electric Corolla didn't just compete, it rewrote the rules. For the first time, average families could test drive a high-quality EV and actually afford to take it home. This wasn't just a rival, it was a threat to Tesla's very identity. At Tesla headquarters, emergency meetings turned into daily war rooms. Price cuts were on the table. Engineering teams were reassigned to rapid cost reduction strategies. Deadlines were renegotiated. Budgets were overhauled. Behind closed doors, the company knew this wasn't a bump in the road. It was a turning point. Tesla had never faced a mass-market EV that could actually undercut them on both price and quality. Now they were reacting, not leading. Musk, a champion of disruption, suddenly found himself on the receiving end. The Tesla Model Y, once a crown jewel, started to lose its shine. It was supposed to be the car that owned the crossover market. But just 2 days after Toyota's announcement, Tesla quietly paused Model Y production at its Shanghai factory. Officially, it was for a line refresh, but insiders told a different story. Demand was down, significantly. Chinese buyers were holding back. The math no longer made sense. Why spend $60,000 on a Tesla when you could get a well-equipped Toyota EV for under $30,000? Globally, similar signs were emerging. Pre-orders dipped. Trade-in questions changed. People were suddenly asking how much their used Teslas were worth. Web traffic declined. Showroom visits slowed. Meanwhile, Toyota was gaining ground. Dealerships across Asia and Europe reported a surge in interest. The buzz was real. And for the first time in a long time, Tesla wasn't setting the pace. They were trying to keep up. Waiting lists started forming. The buzz turned into real demand. But Toyota didn't brag. Executives in Tokyo simply got to work. Quietly, quickly, and aggressively scaling production. While Tesla scrambled to explain its sudden production pause, Toyota was already restocking. Tesla's lead wasn't disappearing because it stopped innovating. It was fading because someone else brought innovation to the masses faster, and with ruthless efficiency. Tesla's profit margin takes a hit for years. Tesla's edge wasn't just about cutting-edge tech. It was about profit. While traditional automakers struggled to make money on electric vehicles, Tesla consistently pulled in thousands in profit per car. Thanks to vertical integration and premium pricing, Wall Street loved Tesla. Investors treated it like the gold standard of EV success. But Toyota just flipped the script. With a fully electric Corolla priced under $30,000, Toyota didn't just compete, it bulldozed Tesla's pricing model. Tesla can't cut its prices to match without gutting its profit margins. A Model Y alone costs over $36,000 to produce. Even with all the efficiencies of its gigafactories, Tesla can't touch Toyota's cost advantage. And it's not just about how many cars Toyota can make, it's how they make them. Every step, every bolt, every process has been optimized for decades. It's manufacturing a strategy, and it's working. Tesla suddenly finds itself backed into a corner. Either hold prices and lose market share, or cut them and bleed profits. Analysts are already raising the pressure. Musk dodged tough questions in the last earnings call, but his silence said enough. Tesla's once impenetrable moat is leaking, and this time there's no quick fix. But this shift isn't just about dollars and cents. It's about identity. The premium EV myth is cracking. Tesla wasn't just selling electric cars, it was selling a vision. Owning a Tesla was like owning a slice of the future. Sleek, fast, silent, it carried status. But with the Corolla EV, Toyota just shattered that illusion. Electric vehicles are no longer luxury items. They're becoming practical, affordable, and mainstream. The Corolla doesn't look like something out of a science fiction movie. It looks like a car built for daily life, trustworthy, sensible, and ready to go. It doesn't flaunt innovation, it delivers it. This signals a major cultural shift. Tesla's image of exclusivity now feels out of step with what buyers want. Today, consumers are asking which EV fits their life, not which one makes them look rich, and that shift is accelerating. Buyers who care about value aren't just looking at price tags. They're thinking about identity. Who is the EV for? And increasingly, the answer isn't Tesla. People are choosing function over flash. Smart ownership is replacing showy ownership. You can already see this change online. TikTok videos, Reddit threads, and comparison posts are praising the Corolla EV as the smart move. It's no longer about being the most expensive. It's about being the most sensible. And for many, that feels better. Toyota delivers without compromise. People assumed a cheaper EV would mean sacrificing performance, but that's not what's happening. Side-by-side comparisons show Toyota's Corolla EV holding its own, and even pulling ahead. Whether it's range, safety features, comfort, or reliability, Toyota is proving it didn't just catch up, it's quietly pulling ahead. For the first time in a long while, Tesla is starting to look vulnerable in its own game. Toyota's technology isn't just more affordable, it's more refined. Where Tesla doubled down on minimalism, Toyota focused on comfort, familiarity, and real-world usability, and it's paying off. One key to Toyota's success? Battery chemistry. They opted for lithium iron phosphate, LFP batteries. Sure, they're less energy dense, but they're safer, last longer, and cost less to make. That means fewer battery issues over time. For the average commuter, that matters way more than a few extra miles of range. And then there's the interior. The Corolla EV comes with a 14-inch touchscreen, 8-inch driver display, rear seat air vents, ambient lighting, wireless charging, all standard. You don't just read about the features, you feel them the moment you sit inside. It doesn't feel like a budget car. It feels like it was built with real people in mind. Toyota didn't try to outdo Tesla at its own game. It changed the game. No gimmicks, no excess, just the right tech in the right places. And that strategy is already shifting what buyers expect. People want smart, not smug. Premium without the pretense. And for those ready to make the switch, it's becoming a very easy decision. Tesla's last edge? Fading fast. Tesla used to have one clear advantage, its Supercharger network. Fast, reliable, and exclusive. It made owning a Tesla feel like being part of a private club, but that exclusivity is quickly fading. More and more automakers, including Toyota, are adopting the North American Charging Standard, NACS. Governments in the US and Europe are pushing hard for interoperability. Billions in public funding are being poured into a charging network that works for everyone. That means Tesla's once unique charging advantage is rapidly disappearing. With its global dealership and service network, Toyota is perfectly positioned to take advantage of this. Charging partnerships, infrastructure planning, Corolla EV drivers will be able to plug in and go, just like Tesla owners always could. But now, convenience won't be a selling point. It'll just be expected. And Tesla's closed ecosystem, what once felt polished and premium, now feels limiting. With fast chargers popping up everywhere, from grocery store parking lots to rest stops and city streets, buyers are realizing something important. They don't need to buy a Tesla to avoid range anxiety anymore. That was Tesla's last true moat, and it's beginning to crumble. Once people no longer need a Tesla to enjoy the EV experience, everything changes. You don't need to join a club anymore. You just need a charger. And even that shift is just one part of a much larger story. BYD enters the battle. While all eyes were on Tesla and Toyota, another giant was quietly preparing its move, and it's about to change the game all over again. Build Your Dreams, better known as BYD, has been quietly reshaping the global electric vehicle race. Based in Shenzhen, BYD started out as a battery manufacturer. But over the years, it's evolved into one of the world's most dominant EV makers. In the last fiscal year, BYD pulled off something few thought possible. It overtook Tesla in total electric vehicle sales. While Elon Musk grabbed headlines, BYD focused on something else: deliveries. No noise, no theatrics. Just scale. Unlike Tesla's strategy of maximizing profit per unit, BYD has always played the volume game. Its focus was simple: affordable, no-frills electric vehicles for everyday people, especially in emerging markets. That gave BYD early dominance in Southeast Asia, Latin America, and parts of Europe. Before Tesla could even lay down proper supply lines in these regions, BYD had already flooded the market with dependable, budget-friendly vehicles. Their strategy was brutally effective: skip the hype, master the supply chain, and move fast. Now, BYD is leveraging its scale and speed in a deeper way. It's quietly aligning with Toyota. The two companies are sharing battery research and overlapping supply chains, especially around lithium iron phosphate battery technology. Toyota brings global credibility and trust. BYD brings fast production and tight cost control. Together, they form the kind of alliance Tesla never saw coming. A Japanese powerhouse and a Chinese production juggernaut operating in sync. This two-front challenge is putting Tesla's pricing, supply chain, and brand strategy under intense pressure. But while corporations battle for the top spot, another wave of conflict is rising, this time at home. Workers speak out, unions, jobs, and broken promises. In factories across the American Midwest, frustration is turning into anger. At first, Toyota's low-cost EVs were met with curiosity, but that changed quickly when workers learned these vehicles would mostly be built in China, not in the US. For years, automakers promised the EV revolution would create new American jobs. Now, those promises feel broken. Many workers feel like they were sold a lie. At a recent union meeting in Flint, Michigan, a retired auto worker summed up the sentiment. If the future of cars doesn't include American workers, then what kind of future is that? The crowd erupted in applause. From Detroit to Toledo to Pittsburgh, similar meetings are happening. United Auto Workers, UAW reps are pushing for urgent talks. Some are even threatening strikes unless policies shift to support domestic EV production. This isn't just about economics, it's cultural. Pride in American manufacturing runs deep. Workers want more than jobs. They want dignity. Ironically, Tesla has never been a union stronghold. But even Elon Musk is feeling the blowback from Toyota's offshore production decisions. As the pressure to bring EV manufacturing back home grows, all automakers, legacy brands and startups alike, are being pulled into a political firestorm. Presidential candidates are already jumping in, calling for tariffs, incentives for domestic labor, and penalties for companies that move green tech overseas. The message is loud and clear. Made in America isn't just a slogan anymore. It's becoming a non-negotiable, and the clock is ticking. Labor doesn't just want better pay. They want a say in what the future looks like. And now, governments are starting to listen. Governments rewriting the EV playbook. For years, governments around the world fueled EV adoption with generous incentives, tax breaks, rebates, subsidies for home chargers, all built on one assumption: EVs were too expensive for average buyers. That assumption just died. With Toyota's electric Corolla priced under $30,000, EVs are now cheaper than many gas cars. Suddenly, the logic behind subsidies is falling apart. Policymakers in Washington, Brussels, and Tokyo are scrambling to adapt. The new question isn't, how do we make EVs affordable? It's, what's the next barrier? The answer, infrastructure. With affordability no longer the issue, the focus is shifting to what's missing: chargers, grid upgrades, technician training, and EV access in rural areas. Several European governments are already pivoting toward massive investments in charging networks. In the US, some states are turning old gas stations into EV hubs. The policy goal is shifting from sell more EVs to support an EV ecosystem. And that pivot has huge ripple effects. Automakers with broad dealer and service networks, like Toyota, are in a strong position to benefit. Tesla, with its direct-to-consumer model, could lose ground as public-private infrastructure alliances become the norm. The days of free money for EV buyers may be ending, but the ripple effects won't stop at new car lots. The used car market, just flipped the impact of Toyota's pricing strategy, is hitting another surprising target: the used car market. Dealers across the country are watching buyers walk away from deals they would have jumped on just weeks ago. Why? Because now, a brand new electric Toyota costs the same, or even less, than a 5-year-old gas sedan. Used car values are tanking, especially for small gas-powered cars and older hybrids. Dealers are stuck with inventory that suddenly doesn't make sense. Rental car companies are offloading old stock into an already saturated market. and lenders are rethinking their financing models as the value of gas-powered trade-ins plummets. Even Tesla is feeling it. Buyers are asking hard questions. Why spend $35,000 on a used Model 3 when a new Corolla EV delivers similar range and better warranty coverage for less? The result? Older EVs with aging batteries are losing value fast. The depreciation gap is growing. Dealerships are scrambling to adjust trade-in values on the fly. Loan terms are shifting. And across the country, Americans are reevaluating what their cars are really worth. We're witnessing a massive reset in real time. Elon Musk's 3 impossible choices. With pressure coming from all sides, Elon Musk is now facing the most brutal decision-making moment of his career. Behind closed doors, Tesla's leadership is staring down 3 options, and none of them look good. The first? Cut prices across the entire Tesla lineup to compete with Toyota's EV. But that's just the beginning. Cutting Tesla's prices to compete with Toyota might sound like a quick fix, but it would come at a steep cost. It would eat into Tesla's margins and shake the foundation of its entire business model. Tesla has never built a vehicle as affordable as Toyota's new EV. To do so, it would have to compromise, cutting back on features, performance, or safety. That could alienate loyal customers who buy Teslas for their innovation and premium quality. The second option? Rush out the long-rumored budget Tesla. Musk has teased this entry-level model for years, but there's no working prototype, no finished platform. Even if Tesla fast-tracks it and releases something by 2026, Toyota will already have a strong lead in the market and could have completely reshaped what buyers expect from an affordable EV. Meanwhile, Toyota's massive global production scale means Tesla would be fighting an uphill battle just to catch up. Then there's a third path, perhaps the riskiest of all. Focus exclusively on the luxury segment. Tesla could double down on high-end offerings like the Model S Plaid or the Cybertruck. But doing that would mean surrendering the mainstream market to Toyota, BYD, and others. And once Tesla gives up that ground, it may never reclaim it. No matter what Musk chooses, the direction he takes next will define Tesla's future. And Wall Street is already reacting, not with panic, but with concern. Investors sense weakness. Confidence is fading faster than Tesla can adjust, and the silence from Tesla's leadership isn't helping. For years, investors believed in Musk, not just as a CEO, but as a visionary. That belief is starting to crack. When Toyota launched the Corolla EV, analysts didn't panic. They ran the numbers, and the numbers didn't look good for Tesla. Tesla's cost structure just can't support prices that low. Its growth was fueled by strong profit margins and ambitious timelines for new models. But those timelines are slipping, and faith in Tesla's unbeatable lead, it's starting to erode. Within days of Toyota's announcement, major investment firms started lowering their price targets. Some downgraded Tesla from buy to hold. Even longtime Tesla supporters began pushing for more discipline. Behind closed doors, some institutional investors called the stock uninvestable in the near term. Tesla's value was always built on belief in disruption, belief in Elon. But when another company offers similar range and features at half the price, the narrative changes. Now, Tesla is being judged like any other car maker, by earnings, margins, and growth potential. And by those standards, the shine is starting to wear off. Can confidence be rebuilt? Maybe, but not without proof. And time is running short. This isn't just a one-off surprise. It's a new pattern. And if you want to stay ahead of what's coming next, you'd better start paying attention, because the next shift could hit your wallet, your job, or your lifestyle. Corolla EV's global takeover, Toyota's masterstroke. Toyota's electric Corolla didn't just launch, it began a global takeover. What looked like a single product release is turning out to be a game-changing strategy. Toyota is executing with speed and precision. Within weeks, the Corolla EV started arriving in key markets across Europe and Southeast Asia. In India, where price sensitivity is highest, pre-orders exceeded forecasts. In Brazil, the first shipments sold out almost immediately. And this is just the beginning. Hundreds of thousands of units are already queued up. But Toyota's edge isn't just about cost. It's about infrastructure. It has factories on every continent and a global support network already in place. It doesn't need to build a delivery pipeline. It already owns one. No other automaker can match that reach. In regions with tough emissions rules, Toyota has another advantage: decades of regulatory experience. It knows how to navigate policies and meet compliance standards in record time. Then there's the brand itself. The Corolla isn't some unknown name. It's a global icon. Millions of people have driven one. That trust makes a difference, especially in markets where new EV brands still raise eyebrows. Toyota isn't asking buyers to take a risk. It's offering familiarity with a plug. Meanwhile, competitors are feeling the heat. Battery supplies are tight. Supply chains are stressed. And Toyota is still scaling up faster than anyone else. This isn't just about selling cars. It's a cultural shift. Toyota isn't treating EVs like a trendy experiment. It's making them the new normal. With the Corolla EV, Toyota is signaling that electric vehicles aren't some distant promise. They're the present. They're affordable, they're practical, and they're here to stay. And Toyota doesn't need to shout about it. It just needs to deliver. You're in the crossfire. This isn't just about companies anymore. It's personal. The decisions made in corporate boardrooms are going to impact your life. What you drive, how much you pay, whether your job still exists, all of it is in flux. If you're shopping for a new car, the rules just changed. Electric vehicles are no longer luxury items. They're becoming the default. If you wait too long to adjust, the cost of catching up could be steep. Your gas car may depreciate faster than expected. Dealers are already pivoting toward EVs. Auto loans may soon favor electric vehicles for their higher resale value and lower maintenance costs. Even your service contracts and financing options could shift in favor of EVs. And if you're working in auto manufacturing, oil, or logistics, change is already happening. Factories are closing or converting. Workforce retraining is underway. What once looked like a distant transition may now arrive in less than 5 years. It doesn't stop at cars. Your utility bill could change. Your city's public transport systems, urban design, and even local laws are being rewritten. The ripple effects are everywhere. And you're not watching from the sidelines. You're in it. Every choice you make, at the dealership, at the polls, helps shape where this story goes. This is no longer just a shift in transportation. It's a reordering of priorities, industries, and lifestyles. The story isn't over. It's just picking up speed. Every week, something else falls into place. A new policy, a factory closure, a price war. If you're not watching closely, you're falling behind. So here's what you can do. Subscribe now. Because the next wave may hit closer than you think. Your job, your paycheck, your neighborhood. If you found this helpful, give it a like. And drop a comment below. Do you see Tesla making a comeback? Will Toyota dominate? Or are we witnessing a full-blown rewrite of the auto industry? One thing's for sure. The road ahead just changed, and you're already on it.